And Middleton kicks to Westbrook. Trent against Edwards. Trent gets the bucket.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Minnesota calls timeout. For Rudy Gobert, he is one of 4 players' doors to win Defensive Player of the Year 3 times.
And you think back, Kevin, he was a late first-round pick in 2013. Probably has exceeded all expectations. He has obviously cemented himself as one of the all-time defenders in NBA history.
Minnesota making some changes. Reed comes in for Gobert, and it's Kyle Anderson in for McDaniel. And then for Toronto, Pirtle, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Karis LeVert comes in for Gary Trent. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
Gets one to fall, but only his second make in the first 7 attempts.
And here's Barnes for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Barnes has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Raptors. And here is Conley. He had 15 points last outing. Towns, the pass to Anderson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Scotty Barnes picks one up. And Doris, you were saying this about Kyle Anderson. He can give you a little bit of everything.
Kevin, he's one of those guys who'll provide shooting, defense, passing, playmaking, you name it. Sort of that jack of all trades at the forward spot. This guy has always found minutes because his understanding of the game is elite.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Shake Milton comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Raptors leading by 4. Barnes looking around. It's LeVert on the wing. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to LeVert. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Conley. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And they've repeatedly closed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Schroeder. And he gets the bucket. And the Raptors lead by 4.
Well, Schroeder is 6'1" with a thin frame, but make no mistake, he's got balance and the ability to play through contact.
Conley with it. He's got 11. 13 feet away. Anderson can't get it to go. Now here's LeVert. Guarded closely. Here's Barnes. Anderson with the block. Right side, Conley. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Conley's got 13 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And Pirtle sends it back.
Very hard to get a shot off over Jakob Pirtle when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Now here's Barnes. After the miss from Kyle Anderson. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Barnes. And now that's 11 points for Chris Middleton. Passes it to Reed. Knocked loose. Pirtle with the steal. The feed to Barnes. Makes it off the glass. 12 points for him.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the dunk by Barnes.
It's problematic for the defense because Scotty Barnes has been allowed to catch his rhythm, and his game is really flowing right now.
Milton finds Anderson. And there's the pass to Alexander-Walker. Clock at 4. Shoots over LeVert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Russell Westbrook.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
Towns, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Chris Boucher's checked in for the Raptors. McDaniels comes in for Chris Middleton. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Now, here's McDaniels. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. And they pick up 2. And the Raptors lead by 9.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And finished off by Anderson.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now, here's Boucher. Here's LeVert. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Raptors.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
He takes it in. Schroeder finds Boucher. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
It's good.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
D2 from Anderson. Goes back up. And it's good on the way-in. Anderson's got his second bucket of the night.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is already a high-scoring game, but we knew that was a possibility coming into this one.
And Minnesota has possession after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Towns the pass to Milton. Pass to Alexander Walker. Over Boucher, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Seconds left in the first quarter. And that one drops. Towns has got 6 points. Thaddeus Young on the wing. LeVert from outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And the Raptors lead by 10. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Toronto ahead, up by 10. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
The wing set for them, Edwards and McDaniels. Anderson is out there with Towns, and it's Milton in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Westbrook against Milton. Kicks to Towns from past the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
You don't like to count on points from your reserves, but they had some hot hands coming off the bench.
When you get that kind of a complete that three. That's a game you're going to win far more often than not.
Got a hand on it.
Well, that's about the long reach of Karis LeVert on the defensive end, swatting away an opportunity.
Gobert, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. And Toronto also making a switch. Trent's checked in. Here's Anderson. He had 13 points in the win against Houston.
I thought his physicality was crucial, too. You know, he kept the defense on their toes and repeatedly got to the free throw line.
5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Edwards got his third basket of the night. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
And with the break in the action, let's look at the stats for Kyle Anderson. Averaging about 7 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Chris Middleton's checked in for the Raptors. Now, here's Trent. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Tipped away. Westbrook with the steal. To the middle. Shots good by Boucher. Boucher's got the lead up to 12 now for Toronto.
The correct decision by Middleton, moving to his wide-open teammate, Chris, a terrific passer off the wing.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Rudy Gobert is a fierce competitor. He says the average fan might not understand what I bring to the table, but the GMs in the league do. I want to be the best defensive player of all time. I want to be a force, and I want to win championships. I've got to set the tone every night. Kevin?
And he does. He is a stopper, no doubt about it. David, thank you. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Chris Boucher. Buries the long-range jumper. Middleton's got 14 points for the game.
Westbrook on multiple occasions has averaged double-digit assists. You know he knows exactly when to deliver the pass.
Now here's Anderson. 6 points for him. Gobert down low. Turner covering.
All too easy for Mr. Gobert in the painted area. Nicely done.
Raptors leading by 10. Pass to Poeltl. Back to Middleton. From 8, he kicks it to Poeltl. Passes to Middleton. It's hauled in by Edwards. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Toronto grabs the miss.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And the NBA looking to reduce the amount of carrying recently. Seems like GA ball handlers had to adjust.
You know, guards can get away with a lot these days, and it's hard for players and refs to make that adjustment. Ultimately, things need to be kept in check.
Pretty incredible to think that Russell Westbrook made the triple-double somewhat routine. The ability to fill up a stat sheet like few others in the history of the game. Incredible, guys.
Barnes, he's checked in for Miles Turner. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. 11-point game. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Now, here's Trent. The pass to Poeltl. He doesn't hit that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Edwards, and there's the drive.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And with this new CBA break for the first time, team and league licensing revenue, about $160 million a year, is to be shared with the players.
And I think that's probably jersey patches and stuff like that. It makes sense that the players should get a share of that.
Minnesota making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Toronto. From deep, Trent. And again, no good by Toronto.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Toronto leading by 9. Poeltl, high post. Gobert on him. And here's Barnes for three. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 4 assists in the game.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
Now here's Gobert. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston.
You know what else impressed me? How infectious his tenacity was. Simply a wrecking ball on the boards, collecting huge amounts of rebounds.
Towns wide open. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
Barnes down low. Towns on him. And that one's good, Barnes.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
McDaniels finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Schroeder against Milton. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. A shot's good from Milton.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Toronto working the ball around now. Middleton outside. Off target with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Milton. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Now McDaniels. Over Pirtle. And Pirtle sends it back.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And the shot goes in.
It's difficult trying to throw Middleton off his rhythm. Remarkable job staying with that shot.
Here's Milton, and Barnes sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Mike Conley's checked in for Shake Milton. Raptors also changing it up. Young comes in for Pirtle, and Karis LeVert subbed in for Trent. Minnesota calls timeout, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. You look at the Raptors. What a run they've had this year, in first place and charging seemingly at will toward the postseason. These guys have been outstanding.
And for the Raptors, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Towns for 3. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Barnes passes to Young, and it's slammed in by Young.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
Here's Conley with the drive. Ejected by Young. Barnes dishes to Young. Pass to LeVert. Launches it. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
I love watching Karis LeVert be assertive on the offensive end. The ability to rise and fire in the catch and shoot.
And there's Edwards on the assist by Gobert. Gobert's got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Schroeder. Barnes with it. Inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Conley the pass to Towns. Shoots over Schroeder. Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Karl-Anthony Towns.
The problem is the defense has now allowed Karl-Anthony Towns to establish the rhythm. Now you've got to double him or get it out of his hands because he's cooking right now.
Shot's good from Young.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Schroeder against Conley. Outside, Towns. Tries again. Conley's shot is off. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for Toronto. lets it go with a three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from behind the arc in the opening period, 2 here in the second.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And another field goal in this total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Timberwolves trail by 11. Passes it to Gobert. Back to Conley. The shot, no good. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. High post Young. Feeds it to Schroeder. Over Conley. And it's Schroeder missing. Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now Young running the floor all by himself. 4-on-3 break. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by LeVert. Here's Gobert. The kick out to Towns. 6 to shoot. Here's Conley. Over Barnes. Here's Gobert. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
That's a level of concentration right there. Rudy Gobert finishing shots like these, important.
And the Raptors call time here.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break, mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Alexander Walker comes in for Michael Conley. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Turner's checked in for Young. Chris Boucher comes in for Barnes. McDaniels checked in for Chris Middleton. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. A nice shot by LeVert.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Edwards drives in.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
The Timberwolves shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And he can't hit the second.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
They get it back. And Westbrook gets it to go.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Here's Edwards. The rebound by Turner.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Here's McDaniels, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And now that's a difficult shot. Tough to maintain your balance out of the spin move and still knock down the jumper.
Edwards can't hit. Toronto leading by 15. To the paint. And finished off by Westbrook.
Boy, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Karis LeVert is hitting wide-open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
Minnesota's gone 4-7 on three-point shots in the second quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Towns. Second shot opportunity. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Part of the reason they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here in the second.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Anderson's checked in.
What's striking about Karl Anthony Towns is resiliency. He'll bounce back from challenges. He's got a very impressive positive attitude.
Now here's McDaniels. He has 6. He can't get it to go. There's the feed to Anderson. Sinks that one from the post. Anderson's got 8 points.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
Minnesota with the ball. Towns, the pass to Reed. For three, Edwards. And they recover it.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
And here's LeVert. Here's Westbrook. Off target at the rim.
And you know, you can't impact the shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
And so it's Toronto enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebounding, getting out and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. For the Raptors, Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, what I like, the ball never stopped moving, nor did the players. Everyone working in unison, playing for one another. Love to watch this brand of basketball. We've got a whole nother half to go. So excited, I'm so excited, I'm so excited.
And Kenny, how about you? What'd you see from the Timberwolves?
Well, it's never fun. That's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game from Scotty Barnes.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Setting the floor for the Raptors. They've got Gary Trent. Turner is out there with Scotty Barnes. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. The pass to Gobert. Poked loose. Back to Conley. Towns looking it over. Outside Conley. The three. And no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And he gets it to go. Trent's got his second basket.
Oh, the defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr., and he's not having any of it.
Conley finds Edwards. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Pass to McDaniels. Lets the three fly. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Barnes has got 5 rebounds tonight. And Doris, here we're looking at Jaden McDaniels' stats. He's clearly been stepping up his game.
He has, Kevin. It's always fun to see a young talent develop their skill set, build real confidence, and Jaden's starting to carve out his space in this league.
And it's Towns missing.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Here's Edwards. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Edwards got 20 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
For 3, Middleton. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Edwards got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. Here's Middleton, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Back to Barnes, fires from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. To the inside, Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Now here's Barnes, 24 points for him, and it's Turner finishing it off.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Timberwolves have gone Twin Towers with Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert. Gobert says, I love playing with another dominant big because I've always thought that I could pass. I know that I can make guys around me better. Cat says, we complement each other. He's a generational talent on defense, and I think I'm a generational talent on offense. Kevin, I'm a generational talent on sideline.
You are indeed, and that's why you are in Springfield. No argument here, David. Thank you. Now here's Towns. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go. Trent against Towns. Stolen by McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. No good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Trent can't hit. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 11. Offensive rebound. Edwards, that's good. Edwards got 26.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Toronto, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Barnes finds Trent. Conley against Westbrook. Here's Barnes. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 6th assist on the night.
I think this is a key aspect moving forward for Scotty Barnes. Make them guard you in the mid-range.
Minnesota calls timeout.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Shake Milton, he's checked in for Minnesota. And then for Toronto, Pirtle, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Young comes in for Chris Middleton. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Milton, the step-back jumper is good.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
That's a 2 from Barnes. Cans the shot from the wing. 28 points for him.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Milton against Schroeder. The kick out to Towns. Off target from outside.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot try one. Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Pass to McDaniels. Towns down low, defended by Young. Good defensive work there by Young.
Boy, it's been a struggle in this quarter, and the team needs more from him, there's no doubt.
Schroeder finds Trent. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good on the layup. Trent's got 4 points in the quarter.
This guy's got a habit of making tough shots, and for Gary Trent Jr., he welcomes the contact.
Here's Towns. And Towns throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And here's Barnes for three, rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Shot is good, and the Toronto lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Edwards.
Anthony Edwards, excellent concentration, under pressure of excellent defense, and just scores it anyway.
Trent. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Toronto.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. Toronto leading by 12. Trent with it. And Young kicks to Barnes. Back to Young. Just 5 on the clock. Passes it to Trent. Launches a 3. Reid with the rebound.
Well, they have the advantage, but you still feel like this guy needs to find a way to get himself going.
Milton's shot is good.
Well, the defense wants to keep the ball out of that area. Why? Because if it gets in there, most players are going to finish.
Toronto calls timeout. A new group in now for the Raptors. Chris Boucher's checked in for Young. McDaniels comes in for Scotty Barnes. LeVert's checked in for Gary Trent. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. Now here's McDaniels. 6 points for him. Here's Alexander Walker. LeVert defending. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Alexander Walker.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
Here's McDaniels. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. From deep, it's good from long range. McDaniels got 9 points.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Down low, here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Well, I know he doesn't have to get too high to slam it home, but it doesn't take away from the force and the message sent on the dunk.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Alexander Walker. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. They grab their own miss.
Well, being aggressive and assertive, the big man snatching the rebound.
McDaniels dishes to Pirtle. LeVert from outside. Shot clock reset for Toronto. Pirtle's shot is off.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Now, here's LeVert. 11 points in the game. McDaniels passes to Boucher. It's LeVert on the wing. This one for 3. They get the rebound. Boucher's shot is off. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. 11-point game. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Anderson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Pirtle finds McDaniel. Toronto working the ball around now. Now the pass to Boucher. So here's Westbrook, defended by Milton. And it's Westbrook missing. The Timberwolves shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Here's Alexander Walker. Oh, and that one, no question,
in, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
From 13, it's hauled in by the Raptors. Boucher's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pirtle kicks to Westbrook. There's the 3. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 5 here tonight, and the call will be against Karis LeVert. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Minnesota. And Toronto also making a switch. Turner's checked in.
Well, the concentration required under duress of the contest. Mike Conley, easy work.
Pass to Turner. Stolen by Reed. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Conley. And rebounded by McDaniels. Toronto leading by 5. Right side Westbrook. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. That's 12 points for Russell Westbrook.
Well, how about the handle of Russell Westbrook? Makes that slash into the defense look easy.
Here's Reed. Traps in the tray. And Toronto has possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Turner. And here's LeVert. Lets it go from deep. The shot missing. And so it's Scotty Barnes making things happen for Toronto. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. Right back after this break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Edwards and Anderson share the wing responsibilities. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Reed, and it's Conley in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. He's off on that one. Great D that time from LeVert. Pass to Barnes. There's the triple. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Reed's got his 6th rebound on the night. Conley scanning the floor. Over Westbrook. Here's Reed. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The first one falls. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Raptors leading by 3. LeVert the pass to Westbrook. Good on the bucket.
Boy, it will take more than that kind of defense to stop this guy. Russell Westbrook so fierce on the interior.
Conley against Westbrook. Towns. Second chance shot. And Reed has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Reed's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's excellent awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Set your teammate up. We know you're a great scorer, Cat.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Now here is Conley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
The offensive rebound. Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Conley.
I mean, how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
Barnes can't get it to go.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Conley's shot is off. Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. LeVert finds Barnes. On the wing, Barnes. Middleton inside the three-point line. They get it again. The shot by Turner, no good. Turner with the steal. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
Snatched up and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Some changes for Minnesota. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed, and it's McDaniels in for Kyle Anderson. Trent's checked in for Toronto, and the Raptors call time here.
Coming out to the court. Come on, get back for your Timberwolves dancer.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, this is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now, let's go out there and do just that. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Now, here's Edwards. After the miss from Karl Anthony Towns. Edwards, that's good.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Here's Middleton. Anthony Edwards making his last shot.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that. That one.
And you talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Yeah, to start off with so many mistakes and still now find a way where everything's working, it allows their momentum and confidence to continue to build.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Toronto. Trailing by 2. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Well, you love the commitment from Scotty Barnes. Made his decision, makes the contact, and the end one.
That's good from Barnes. Now here is Conley. Outside Edwards. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Tries again, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Trent gets the bucket.
Well, he had trouble making shots in the first period, but rounding into himself here in the second.
Trent against Edwards. Dishes to Towns. Unloads from 9. That's good on the jump shot. 21 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
That to me is about Karl Anthony Towns carving out position on the interior. Such a pretty play.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And Toronto making a change here. Hurdle's checked in. The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%.
Russell Westbrook right now creating havoc with his defensive abilities. My goodness.
Here's Conley. Following the basket by Scotty Barnes. Gobert against Pirtle. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Towns for 3. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Here's Pirtle. And it's good. 2 points.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
Conley, the pass to McDaniels. Looking to get back on track here. And Pirtle sends it back. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
Count that one. Middleton's got it all tied up now for the Raptors.
This guy is a silky smooth operator on offense. Middleton can score effectively on all three levels.
Edwards can't hit. Toronto's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Pirtle. And there it is for him. Pirtle's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Gobert against Barnes. Here's Towns. Shoots over Pirtle. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
Westbrook dishes to Pirtle. From deep, Trent sinks the three-pointer. And the Raptors lead by 3.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
And the pass to Towns. Kicks to McDaniels. And Barnes sends it back. They retain possession. Goes up again. Towns, no luck. Toronto leading by 3. It's Trent on the wing. Middleton left side. Raptors moving the ball around. Pass to Westbrook. The kick out to Barnes. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 9th assist in the game now.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Now here's Towns. Perfect on the shot. Swishes it through. Towns has got 28.
This guy's a versatile scorer. Towns can beat you from anywhere on the floor.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Timberwolves trail by 6. Conley kicks to Gobert. Edwards against Pirtle. Edwards drawing the double team. Conley for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. 17 points was their biggest margin. The drive by Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, what a big-time athlete. Scotty Barnes sprinting to the cup with effectiveness.
And it's Conley with the ball for Minnesota. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Inside, Middleton. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Yeah, Middleton is a talented scorer from anywhere on the floor. Goes to the paint and does his thing.
Here's Edwards. Toronto grabs the miss. Barnes has got 8 rebounds in this game. In the corner, Middleton with it. The tray. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And how smooth is that jumper? Middleton making it look easy from the corner.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Timberwolves. You damn Phoenix.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Edwards against Trent. Charity stripe shot. Moves back up. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Barnes down low. Towns on him. Barnes can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 11. And Reed has it in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And I'll tell you, this is the last thing you want to see.
I just feel so bad for him. What he's going through right now, you just have to hope and pray that it's not too serious.
McDaniels checked in for the Raptors.
Make some noise.
Raptors leading by 11.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Right side, Westbrook. And here's Trent outside. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Here's McDaniels. Knocks down the three ball. And the Raptors lead by 12.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
For three, Edwards. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Trent gets the bucket.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
The Timberwolves shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Edwards. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Edwards got 16 points here in the second half.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Toronto.
The blocking really turned things into their favor this time.
Great timing, anticipation. They got the blocks, and that definitely changed the momentum of this game.
And, of course, this season for these guys has been just remarkable. Win after win, we've watched them take on the best teams in the league and dispatch them with ease. Tonight will mark win number 72, adding to this storied season one more time.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-gamer.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Barnes.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Offensive rebound, the second effort. Pirtle's shot is off.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Count the basket. Towns has got 30.
No doubt about it, he has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. Here's Alexander Walker. Towns for three. Connects from three-point range.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. It can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Russell. Congrats on the win. How are you guys able to stay in front down the stretch?
Just try to be aggressive. We did a good job of, all game of staying aggressive. Our defense was key towards the end, and we did a good job of closing the game out.
Great effort at both ends, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Much appreciated, David. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.